As we arrive at the halfway point of the year, we pause, not merely to count the months that have passed, but to reflect on the faithfulness of God, who has guided us through all these months. This indeed has been an incredible journey. Through every gathering, every service, every prayer, every act of worship, and every step of obedience, we've witnessed the goodness of God. Looking back, we see more than moments. We see grace. We see mercy. We see the fingerprints of God woven throughout our story. There were prayers offered in faith. There were victories celebrated with joy. There were challenges that tested our strength. And there were seasons that required us to trust God beyond what we could see. Yet through it all, He has remained faithful. Faithful when the path was clear. Faithful when the path seemed uncertain. Faithful in moments of abundance. Faithful in moments of need. And today, with our hearts full of gratitude, we stand as a testimony that God has been with us every step of the way. As a church family, we are deeply thankful.
Thankful for every life that has been touched. Thankful for every soul that has encountered the love of God. Thankful for every testimony that reminds us that He is still working among His people. Above all, we are grateful for the gift of life. We thank God for His protection over us as individuals. We thank Him for His hand upon our families. We thank Him for preserving His church. In a world that changes constantly, His faithfulness has remained our constant. His grace has sustained us. His strength has upheld us. And His mercy has carried us further than we could have gone on our own. We do not take for granted the health we enjoy, the strength we possess, or the privilege of gathering together in His presence. Every breath is a gift. Every day is an expression of His goodness. Every opportunity to worship Him is a blessing. And as we reflect on God's goodness, there is another reason for our hearts overflow with thanksgiving. We are witnessing a vision become reality. For years we prayed, we believed, we sowed in faith, we trusted God for something greater than ourselves.
The story is still being written, the works are still unfolding, and there are great chapters that are ahead. We move forward believing for greater testimonies, greater growth, greater influence, greater impact. Not because we trust in our own strength, but because our confidence remains in the Lord. In seasons of plenty and in seasons of few, moments of certainty and in moments of waiting, in times of celebration and in times of challenge, we will continue to trust Him. For He has never failed us. He has been our provider, He has been our guide, and He has been our refuge. And He will continue to be everything we need. As Mercy City Assembly, we move forward together, established in faith, established in purpose, established in excellence, established for impact.
Today, we rejoice as we watch the construction of a world-class church continue to rise before our eyes. What was once a dream spoken in faith is now steadily turning into a testimony for future generations to see. Every foundation laid, every wall raised, every milestone reached speaks of the faithfulness of a God who keeps His promises. This is more than a building project. It is a declaration of vision, a testimony of sacrifice, a reflection of unity, and evidence of what God can do through His people who dare to believe in Him. As structures rises, so does our gratitude, because we know that while God is building a sanctuary, He is also building His people, establishing faith, strengthening families, raising leaders, and preparing us for a greater excellence and greater impact. As we look back on the months behind us, our hearts are filled with gratitude, but as we look ahead, our hearts are filled with hope, for we know that the God who has brought us this far is not finished yet.
With gratitude for all that God has done, with confidence for all that He is doing, and with expectation on all that He is yet to do.
To God be the glory, and forevermore.